Hello, my friend. Welcome. My name is Amanda Hauser, and I am the emotion coach. And if you have landed here, you probably know that I'm all about tapping or emotional freedom technique. If you don't know what that is, check out some of my other videos, check out some of my fan page stuff, my blog, and I will tell you all about it. But I wanted to shoot this video real quick today to go through some of the basics of tapping. A lot of us get hung up on the hows, right? And we think it's got to be super complicated in order for it to work. And that is just not the case with tapping. The only way that you can do it wrong is by not doing it at all. So I just want to go through with you some of the very basic things. And if you are interested in diving deeper or you have more questions, please reach out to me and we can see what we can do for you. Tapping has been an amazing blessing in my life. I've used it for so many different things. And my first experience with it was really using it to process the trauma of losing my dad at a young age, and very suddenly. He was my rock, and he was somebody I turned to for so many things, so much advice, and just really that foundational piece in my life. And when I lost him, it took everything I had to move forward, right? Tapping was amazing, an amazing gift for that. So it is my passion and my sheer will that I just want to share this with anybody and everybody, because I feel like we can use it for everything, and you really truly can. From basic things like stress and anxiety on up to processing through trauma and breaking through blocks in your life, your business, whatever that looks like. So tapping is truly amazing. I hope that you hang around in my space and really see how it can work for you. So just a real quick synopsis without diving real deep into what tapping is, because I've got videos and things all over the place for that. I just want to give you some basics. So the basics are this. We focus on what's going on first. And a lot of people who are like law of attraction junkies, they're like, no, I don't want to focus on the negative because that's going to call more into my life. But I heard a quote once, a few years back actually, that you can't go into a room and clean it blindfolded. So we actually have to acknowledge what's happening first, allow our body the space to process it, and then we can tap in the negative or the positive things if we want, which I would encourage you to do. So when we're doing the process of tapping, we get hung up on the words all the time. People are like, well, what do I say? If you're going through something, say it's just you've had a really rough day at work, I want you to act like you're just picking up the phone and you're going to call your BFF and just vent to her and tell her all the things, right? All it is doing is simply keeping your mind focused on what's happening right now. And then you're going to do the tapping process for as many times as it takes until you don't have an emotional charge to it. So if I were to say to you, your boss is a real jerk, and you get all fired up, that's a good indication that you haven't processed through everything yet. But if I say to you, wow, your boss is really a jerk to you, and you're like, yep, he was, but that's just who he is, that is a really good indication that you have processed through the things, right? So a couple of helpful tips. Always keep a journal next to you. If you don't have one, totally fine. But I always encourage my clients to keep a journal next to them, because when we're tapping, we are just peeling away layers of the onion, right? So something may come up that happened years ago, and that's something we want to tap on, because obviously our brain is uncovering it. I also want you to write down any physical symptoms that you experience. Are you starting to get a little neck tension? Is your stomach maybe starting to get a little queasy? And then go ahead and tap on those things as well. So it's just a good idea to keep a running journal of some of the things that come up during our tapping sessions. Another quick tip is write down a list of your most important things. Like, what are the things that are bothering you right now? And so if you are scoring them on a scale of 1 to 10, pick the things that are a 5 or higher on the anxiety level scale, or the things that are bothering you scale. And I want you to start tapping on those things first. So number 3 is just find a few minutes a day to do it. Like, it doesn't have to take you 45 minutes to an hour. You can simply use tapping as part of your morning or afternoon or evening routine. Take 5, 10, 15 minutes and just use tapping. Like I said, the only way that it doesn't work is if you don't use it. So first things first, let's get some tapping done, shall we? So we are going to take whatever our most important issue is. We're going to rank it on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the most distress it's ever caused you, and 1 being, you're kind of whatever about it. And you're going to keep that in the back of your head. The second thing we're going to do is tap. We're going to set up a craft a setup statement, and we're going to tap on our karate chop point here. What this is doing is just signaling to our body that no matter where we are in our life, we are okay. So I want you to get as specific as you can about this. So you could do a global statement of my boss just really irritated me today, or you could really get down to the fine details of what exactly happened. So I want you to start on your karate chop point, and we're just going to use that example. Even though my boss really made me mad today, I deeply love and accept myself. You're going to do that 3 times. And if it's hard for you to say that you deeply love and accept yourself, it's perfectly okay to say I accept myself. Even though my boss really made me mad today, I accept myself. Even though I'm really upset about what happened at work today, I deeply love and accept myself. Then you're going to start tapping through the points, and you're going to talk about your day. So my boss called me and was just ranting and raving. I can't even believe how much he was yelling at me. I felt way sensitive and inferior. I felt like I didn't even have a say. I felt 2 inches tall. He always makes me feel 2 inches tall. Underneath the arm, ladies, where your underwear sits for your bra, right underneath there. My boss just demeans me all the time. I don't know how he can do this and expect me to stay. So that's just a real brief. So we're going to go from our eyebrow point to the side of our eye, under our nose, on our chin, our collarbone, so it's like right in that tissue part right here, underneath of our arm, and on the top of our head, and that's it. That's the rounds. You can do it on either side. You can do it on both sides if you want. It's super easy. If there is a spot on your body, I know when I'm having an anxiety attack, sometimes staying right on my collarbone feels like I get the most relief from that. By all means, just stick there. That's amazing. Just do whatever intuitively your body is telling you to do. So it's very, very easy to do that. Keep tapping until it just doesn't have a charge anymore. And like I said, it may get worse before it gets better, but that means that the energy's moving. So keep tapping through it. And then tap in the positives. I'm ready to move forward. I'm open to receiving more. Those kinds of affirmations are amazing to tap in. So tapping's super easy. I just wanted to cover some basics here today. Please join me on this journey because it is an amazing gift that I am so excited to share with the world. And I've got some other tips and tricks too to make tapping a little more fun and to dive a little deeper. But for now, I just wanted to get you the basics. And if you have any questions, reach out and I will be happy to help. I hope that you have an amazing day and happy tapping.